Hacksaws are handy for cutting various kinds and thicknesses of metal. Hacksaw blades vary in design according to the work they have to do. This film will show you how to use the hacksaw properly and how to select the right blade for the job. Hacksaw blades are generally stocked in 18, 24, and 32 teeth per inch. The teeth are not arranged in a straight line, but are set alternately to left and right. This makes the saw cut a kerf, which is wider than the saw blade and keeps the blade from binding. The teeth of a hacksaw blade cut by shearing bits of metal from the work. The teeth are very hard and brittle. As long as several teeth cut at the same time, the saw will work properly. If a single tooth has to cut alone, as on thin stock, it will be subjected to greater strain and may break. When a fresh cut is started on any material, the same danger of breakage is likely if the saw is used at a sharp angle. For fast, heavy cuts on thick stock, select a blade with 18 teeth per inch. For thinner materials, select a blade with finer teeth, 24 or even 32 to the inch. Smaller teeth will engage more cutting edges with the work. Place the blade in the hacksaw frame so that the teeth point away from the handle, and the saw will cut correctly on the forward stroke. Put enough tension on the blade to hold it firmly in the frame. Clamp the work tightly in the vise, which should place it at about your elbow height, with the layout line close to the vise jaws. Saw as close to the vise as convenient to reduce vibration. Start the cut at the far edge with the blade held at a low angle to engage several teeth as soon as possible. Then make a few slow, full-length strokes with light pressure to ease the load on the few teeth doing the work. Increase the pressure and speed to 35 or 40 steady, full-length strokes per minute. Hold the saw parallel to the layout line, for once the kerf has been started, the blade will tend to follow its original direction. Take it easy. This man is cutting about 40 strokes per minute. Relieve pressure on the backstroke, and the saw blade will cut faster and last much longer. The blade may bind because of improper clearance in its kerf. Turn the work around, switch to a new blade, and begin a new cut in line with the old one. The new hacksaw blade will cut a wider kerf because of the full set of its teeth. Hacksaw blades with 32 teeth per inch are used to cut thin metal. In sawing thin wall tubing, several teeth are working at the start of the cut. As the cut proceeds, the thin metal is likely to grab single teeth and break them off. You can avoid trouble with thin stock by rotating the work away from you. Thin, flat stock will cut much better if it is held flat in the vise. This method will distribute the load to several cutting teeth. Grip the work tightly in the vise. Hold the hacksaw frame with both hands. Work safely. Ease up near the end of the cut to save your work, your blade, and your knuckles. Hacksawing will be easier if you choose the correct blade. Coarse teeth for thick materials, finer teeth for thin stock. Use the hacksaw at a speed of about 35 or 40 steady, full-length strokes per minute. See that several teeth are cutting at all times and avoid all pressure on the backstroke. Work safely by holding the stock firmly and saw near the vise. Use both hands to hold the hacksaw. Ease up on pressure and slow down near the end of the cut. Further details in the proper use of hacksaws will be presented in group discussions and in your shop practice.